On the morning of November 4th, 1932, two Australian soldiers crouched behind a dam wall with their fingers on the triggers of Lewis machine guns. Walking toward them came more than 1,000 enemies. The order was to hold fire until point-blank range. Closer, closer, fire. 12 rounds roared out, then silence. The gun jammed, and the enemy, 1,000 strong, simply turned and ran, almost entirely unharmed, because the enemy was not an army. The enemy was a flock of emus, and Australia was about to lose a war to birds. To understand how it came to this, you have to go back to 1918. After the First World War, thousands of Australian veterans were given farmland in the harsh wheat country of Western Australia, around districts like Campion. The soil was poor, the rain was unreliable, but these men had survived the trenches. They cleared the scrub and planted wheat. Then came the Great Depression. Wheat prices collapsed. The government urged the farmers to plant more, promising subsidies. The farmers planted. The subsidies never came. And in October 1932, at the worst possible moment, the emus arrived, 20,000 of them. The emu stands nearly 2 meters tall and runs at 50 kilometers per hour. The birds found paradise. They trampled the wheat, ate the crops, and smashed holes in the rabbit-proof fences, letting rabbits pour in behind them. Rifles were useless against a horde that size, but these farmers were ex-soldiers, and they knew what worked against mass targets in open country: the machine gun. So they asked the Minister of Defense, Sir George Pearce, to send the army, and astonishingly, Pearce said yes. He even sent a cameraman to film the easy victory. He would regret that. Command went to Major Meredith, with 2 soldiers, 2 Lewis guns, and 10,000 rounds, half a bullet per bird. What could go wrong? On November 2nd, 1932, the war began. Near Campion, the gunners sighted about 50 emus, but the birds were out of range. Settlers tried herding them toward the guns. The flock exploded in every direction, splitting into sprinting groups that were nearly impossible to hit. A handful fell, the rest vanished at 50 kilometers per hour. So Meredith set an ambush where the emus had to come. Water, that is how we reached that dam on November 4th. 1,000 birds, point-blank range, 12 shots, and a jammed gun. By the time it was cleared, the paddock was empty. Could it get more humiliating? Yes, the emus seemed to learn. Meredith reported that each mob appeared to post a sentry, a tall, black-plumed bird keeping watch while the others fed. Whether the birds truly understood, no one can say. But ambushes stopped working. So Meredith mounted a machine gun on a truck and gave chase. The emus outran the truck. The ride was so rough, the gunner could not fire a single accurate shot. By one account, the truck's only kill came from running a bird over, which then tangled in the steering and nearly wrecked the vehicle. By November 8th, around 2,500 rounds had been fired for perhaps 50 to 200 birds. The reports disagree, and the uncertainty says everything. The newspapers did the math, and the world laughed. In Parliament, a member asked if a medal would be struck for this war. The reply: any medals should go to the emus. That same day, the guns were withdrawn. Meredith gave the defeat its epitaph, saying the emus could face machine guns with the invulnerability of tanks. The emus had won, but the birds kept eating, and the desperate farmers begged for the army's return. So on November 13th, the guns came back. This time, Meredith worked slowly, targeting water points at dawn, week after week. When the operation finally ended on December 10th, 1932, he claimed 986 emus killed, using 9,860 rounds, 10 bullets per bird, and at least 90% of the horde was still alive. The army never came back. The farmers asked again in 1934, in 1943, in 1948, refused every time. What finally worked was simple: a bounty. In 6 months of 1934, locals claimed over 57,000 emus, dwarfing the military's total. Later, barrier fences kept the birds out for good. The emu was not beaten by machine guns. It was a fence and a price tag.